Okay, another quick review on, we're still simplifying radicals, but now once in a while you're going to be asked to simplify uh, a root, and you have to take in consideration the absolute value sign. So here's a big tip. Only when the root is an even value or an even exponent or even root, the variables that you pull out, and I'll show you that in a second, you'll take the absolute value of those variables. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean. So we're going to break this down. See that negative sign on the outside? I'm going to right away write -1 so it doesn't mess with our brain. And then I'll leave x to the fourth and y to the fourth as they are because they match up with 4. And z to the eighth, well, that's just z to the fourth times z to the fourth. And 729 is a multiple of 3. So 3 to a certain power is 729. So let's go ahead and see what we did. All right, so 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81, times 3 is 243, times 3 is 729. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 3 to the fourth times 3 squared. All right, so let's look at the next step. And then everything that has a 4, I'm going to pull out. But notice z to the fourth when we pull it out is a z, and another z to the fourth when we pull it out is a z. So z times z is is z squared. So we don't have to worry about the absolute value because even if that were a negative squared is a positive. So if two terms come out so it squares it, you don't have to worry about the absolute value sign. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we did. So a 3 comes out with the absolute value sign, an x comes out, a y comes out, and a z come out, but z times z is z squared, so we don't have to worry about the absolute value sign. So we have -1 times the absolute value of 3. Well, the absolute value of 3 is 3. So when I simplify that further, so I have -3 times the absolute value of x times the absolute value of y times z squared. And then what we have left is just the fourth root of 9, which cannot be simplified further. That's it. That's how easy that is. I know it looks a little bit confusing, but as long as you're matching up the radical with the roots that are being pulled out, you should be pretty safe.